Atma Namaste, guys. Atma Namaste, Christian Arlong, life enhancement consultant, giving you a big and beautiful shout out on this this Saturday evening. I almost forgot what day it was. Just finishing up a very, very powerful meditation with Master Murlag Mendoza, one of the 8 pranic healing masters in the world. We did a Kriya Shakti review. For those of you who do not know, there's an energy healing modality that I've been practicing for the past 14 years that was taught to me directly by my teacher, Grandmaster Choa Koksui, the modern founder of pranic healing and Arhatic yoga. And within that school, there's over 21 different classes on how to use energy to improve each and every area of your life. One of them deals with finances, deals with materializing your needs, wants, and desires. And that class is called Kriya Shakti. So we were able to get a review, an interesting review nonetheless, of this class with one of the master pranic healers this evening, distantly. So we all logged on from around the country, some people around the world, to receive the teachings, the blessings, the reminders, and the healing of this particular class. And it was amazing, amazing. So much gratitude, so much appreciation. Yeah, I don't even know where to begin, to be honest with you. But where I do know to begin is I want to jump on, because our commitment is to do these live streams each and every evening, typically in the evenings, for about 15 or 30 minutes on energy healing, meditation, or practical spirituality. And I thought of a great topic that you guys might enjoy for this evening, and definitely chime in, throw out some questions, throw out some comments for the people who are doing this live or watching the replay. And one of them was, I remember this would have been probably, I think, the beginning of 2011. If my memory serves me correctly, this would have been about 2011. I was in New York City. I was living in Jersey City at the time, Jersey City, New Jersey, and it was about a 10-minute train ride to Wall Street, where I used to work. I used to work in 40 Trump Tower, or I'm sorry, the Trump Tower on 40 Wall Street. I was in sales there. And I remember we had finished up, we were in New York City, and we had finished up a pranic healing class, and we were all looking to get some sushi. So there was a group of maybe 25 or 35 of us. It was a pretty big group. That's kind of how we roll in pranic healing. We all of us attend a class, and then all of us want to spend extra time around the masters to get additional teachings and guidance and help and blessings and protections and all kind, whatever, right? Whatever we can quote unquote get and receive from the masters when they're in town. So we ended up going to a sushi restaurant, and I was late because I think I was helping break something down, and then I was driving somebody somewhere, and then I think I got lost on the way there. There was some reason, right? There was some reason why we were late. And so my girlfriend at the time and I got into the location, and I see everyone we took over the entire restaurant, so there's only pranic healers in the restaurant. And I see one of the master pranic healers saying, you made it. And I see him holding a huge blob of raw wasabi. Now, for those of you who don't eat a lot of sushi, wasabi is basically like mushed up horseradish or something like that. To my knowledge, I'm sure it has something else in it too, but I don't study this extensively. But it's very, very spicy. And for people who do not like spicy things, wasabi is the thing you want to completely stay away from. So wasabi is what you actually put, Nora, Atma Namaste. Wasabi is the thing that you put on top of the sushi. Now, check this out, because everything that we talk about in these live streams deals with energy. And energy is everywhere, and energy is everything. So if you look at the energy clairvoyantly, meaning you see it or you feel it with your hand, the energy of sushi, it has like a thin film of grayish energy, of grayish prana from the fish, which isn't really good for our systems. But the Japanese, maybe a great Japanese teacher at some point in history, they created wasabi to spread over the sushi. And energetically speaking, wasabi, just because it's physically green doesn't always mean it's going to be energetically green, but it just happens to be one and the same. Wasabi is energetically green prana, and green prana is known to break down things. It's like the Clorox bleach of the energy world. So if you have a thin layer of grayish energy on the sushi and then you smear wasabi on top of it, it breaks up that disease congested energy. You eat the sushi and your body is able to process that grayish matter or grayish energy better because the wasabi is mixed in with it. Does that make sense? So most people will have wasabi with soy sauce and then the sushi and mix it all together. No big deal. But how many people will take a mouth or a big piece of wasabi and put it in their mouth and eat it? Not a lot of people. So I was one of the late people, or one of the last people to show up for, meeting everyone at the sushi restaurant. And I look around and I see everyone has like a lot of wasabi in front of them. And then I see people doing the I am the soul affirmation. Now, for those of you not familiar, the I am the soul affirmation was developed by Grandmaster Choa Koksui about 25 years ago, my teacher behind me. That affirmation is a reaffirmation or reaffirming who you are, what you are, and helping you disassociate from what you are not, right? So the I am the soul affirmation is, I'll say it to you guys really quickly, like super fast. I am the soul affirmation by Grandmaster Choa Koksui. I am the soul. I'm not the body. I'm not the emotions. I'm not the thoughts. I'm not the mind. The mind is just a subtle instrument of the soul. I am the soul. I am a spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine love, and divine power. I am one with my higher soul. I am that I am. I am one with the divine spark within me. I am a child of God. I am connected to God. I am one with God. I am one with all. This is the truth, regardless of the brain's capacity to experience the truth. I am the soul. Okay? So that's the I am the soul affirmation. Now you're like, that was really fast. What did all those words mean? In essence, you are saying the affirmation to connect to what you are, which is the soul, and to not connect with what you are not. You're not your body, you're not your emotions, and you're not your thoughts. When everything is said and done, because when you take those things away, the I am, the soul within you still remains. So what does this have to do with raw wasabi? Well, as we're all sitting around and we have raw wasabi in front of us, certain people were putting it into their mouths and practicing the I am the soul affirmation. The I am the soul affirmation. The I am the soul affirmation. And when they were doing that, instead of their mouths burning from the super spicy wasabi, people were noticing a cooling effect or a numbing effect or felt nothing at all while the wasabi was in their mouths, because they were practicing disassociating from their physical bodies, from their taste buds. So I was like, that's pretty intense. So one of the masters gave me a large piece of wasabi, so I put it in my mouth and I start chewing it up, and at that time really did not like spicy food. Start chewing it up. And then I'm like, I'm the soul. I'm not the body. I'm not the emotions. I'm not the thoughts. I'm not the mind. I'm not the spiciness, right? That's burning my mouth. And he was smiling because I was starting to get it, but he gave me another big piece. So I had 2 large pieces of wasabi that were almost filling my entire mouth, chewing it up, while verbally reciting the I am the soul affirmation. And wouldn't you know it, after about a 30-second, 40-second recitation, Sharak Abba Namaste, of the I am the soul affirmation, everything stopped. The burning stopped, tingling stopped. There was nothing. It was almost like having Play-Doh in my mouth that had no flavor. So I guess flour that had no seasoning on it in my mouth. I swallowed it. There was no burning sensation. There was no indigestion. There was nothing weird happen the next morning. It was as though I just had something in my mouth, swallowed it, and then that was it, as opposed to burning hot wasabi. So I have many, many different stories about practicing the I am the soul affirmation. And I think it's extremely important when it comes to stress, because when people are angry or upset or frustrated or scared or anxious, they don't say, my emotions are these. What they say is, I'm angry, I'm stressed, I'm fearful. And what that does is it shrinks their spiritual cord, connecting them to their higher selves, because they're speaking a non-truth. They're over-identifying with their physical body, their emotional body, and their mental body. which we are not that. So when you say, my emotions are upset, my emotions are fearful, my emotions are anxious, my emotions are angry, you're creating a buffer and a realization that, true, these feelings are going on right now, but I'm the soul, and the soul is the being of divine light, divine love, and divine power. That is an empowering experience for you to not be dominated by negative, lower emotions. So it's very important, not just for your physical body, if you have physical pain, of saying, I'm the soul, I'm not the body, but also of your emotions. I'm the soul, I'm not my emotions. I'm not these emotions. Does that make sense? So it's a beautiful meditation. It's a beautiful affirmation. If you go to uspranichealing.com, US, like United States, uspranichealing.com, you can see a bookmark of the I am the soul. You can see a little card of the I am the soul in case you want to hang it up somewhere and recite it while you're driving, or recite it in your house, your bathroom, wherever you happen to be. But it's extremely powerful, and I cannot emphasize the importance of practicing it on a regular basis. I do the I am the soul affirmation each and every morning when I take a shower, and then occasionally throughout the day, using it with clients, etc. So, that being said, if you would like to have a greater experience of who and what you are, the soul, a being of divine light, love, and power, let me assist you in that process. You can go to christianarlong.com/services, christianarlong.com/services, and schedule a distant pranic healing session with me. And in that 60-minute session, 30 minutes of it will be coaching, 30 minutes of it will be healing, to transform you in some area of your life. And I've had the honor and privilege of sharing this and practicing this modality for 14 years with thousands of people around the world. And these little live streams that we do daily is just another way of adding value to you. And if you got value out of this, someone else most likely will get value out of this within your network. So if you want to add this to your personal page or your business page, you're more than welcome to. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to me directly on Facebook. Right, obviously, if you're watching this right now, you have a pretty good idea how to find me. And that's it, guys. So I hope you have an amazing rest of your Saturday, or it could be Sunday morning, depending upon when and where you're watching this live stream. And I'm going to finish up my night here. So this is Christian Arlong, Life Enhancement Consultant, wishing you a beautiful Saturday night, a beautiful week, and a beautiful life. Atma, namaste. Bye-bye.